Hello and welcome back to KandFDesign. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. Last month, I made these really fun textured ghosts, and it's kind of like that viral painting from Michael's with my own little touches with the cats and the bows and the dogs. I really liked this texture on canvas, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do something for Christmas? So that's what we're gonna do today. And I thought about doing a tree, but I thought I'm gonna make it nice and simple and just do a wreath, I think. But I kind of want to color the background first, and so I'm gonna do a very light color. I'm gonna do this like light blue. It should be a little bit lighter than this because I will mix just a little bit of the color with my modeling paste. And we'll make just a light blue background with just a slight bit of texture. And then I'm going to let it fully dry, and then we'll add a wreath to it. The modeling paste works really well, but if it's thicker, like you can see right there, it can crack just a little bit. So you do have to be careful with the layering. You can also see here with the dog, there's a little bit of crack by his ears where it's thicker. So I want to make sure this top layer, or bottom layer, is fully dry before I start adding my wreath on top, and that should hopefully help with at least some of the cracking. There probably will be a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Got so excited to do this project, I guess I didn't actually tell you the supplies you need. You need a canvas. I did a nice square one. I believe it was 12 by 12 or 12 by 14, or 14 by 14. 12 by 12. Some acrylic paint to color your modeling paste, and so then I'm also going to do greens, reds, and this blue as my paint colors. Your modeling paste. Then I'm going to do little containers to mix the modeling paste with her color. The little scraper tool. I have a couple different ones. This one might be good for the petals, the greenery, but we'll see which ones I use. I have a couple different ones. It was like a kit I got. And then these texture tools, you can find it either in the, I think this one came from Hobby Lobby, if I remember correctly. In the paint section. I've also seen similar in the baking section. This will just give us a little bit of that texture to help smooth it out. They come with all different ones. So if you want to do different ones, you can. So that, I believe, is all the materials we need. I haven't decided. I may add an actual ribbon to my piece at the very end. Just kind of depending how it looks, so we'll see if I need that or not. Alright, so I'm going to mix some of this in. I don't want a whole lot on this top layer, so let's see how that goes. I want it to be a really light blue, so I'm doing just the tiniest bit of blue. It might be fun having some of the colors of blue that's not mixed, so if that's something, you can also do that. Yeah, I like how it's not fully mixed. So let's just get it on there and then work on spreading it out. I can always mix more if I need it. Be hard for you to tell there. It's catching the light. There's just a little bit of texture. I tried to scrape so it left a little bit of that texture, and it's just ever so slightly blue. So now I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll come back. So my board is pretty much dry. There was one little spot here that was just slightly wet, but I think it'll be okay. I did do a light circle. I just placed something around and traced it. I made it a little darker than I thought. So maybe we'll have to just cover that up with our leaves here. And so I put in a little container some of our modeling paste and our colors. So we have that one, that's palm leaf. Christmas green, and then just a little bit of a red apple for some berries. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these colors up, and then we'll get back. Here's what all three of our colors turned out after mixing them. I did add more paint to each of them to get them darker, so just something, I'm going to put the lids on them in between. So just kind of play around with it until you get the colors that you want. I think I might start with the lighter color here. I'm going to use this tool here. Get a nice amount, and kind of like how we did the ghosts. Try to get a little more point here to it. And just, it's kind of a feel thing. You just kind of feel it as you go, and the more you do it, just kind of practice and feel. And you get the hang of it. I really like that leaf. I think that turned out kind of cool. And they'll all be a little different, and that's okay. I think I'm gonna try to go around in a circle this way and doing this as my inside circle. And do some different sizes as well, and I'm just, okay, I guess I'll put one there. Just go around and keep making these little leaf guys. They're kind of thick, so I might even try to take some of it off and not make them quite so thick. I also found that the key is not to really press down into the board, kind of glide across the top. wreath is not quite fully dry yet, but it's definitely close. So a lot of these leaves are nice and dry. And it looks like we don't have any that are cracking or anything like that. So super happy with that. And you can't see that pencil line at all because we covered it up nicely. Definitely looks really pretty far away. Bailey's probably could have done a little bit better job on some of those. I was trying to cover up other areas and should have focused, I don't know, covering it with green and then just focus on doing nice berries. You can even put like actual berries on it. I decided not to put a little bow on it because I'm not the best at bows, and I thought it looks pretty like this. If we want, we can bring in our frame, and I don't know, something about the frames just make it that much better. You could even color the frame if you wanted, just a nice spray paint would cover that nicely. But yeah, it's just a nice little piece that we can then hang up somewhere. There's a hooks on the back if I want to hang it, or just set it on a counter. And actually I just set it on my fire mantle for the ghost one, and so I can then just switch out these different canvases for the different seasons and use the same frame. So I hope you had fun crafting with me today and that you give this a shot. There's all kinds of fun projects we can do with this modeling paste. It's kind of fun to work with and to just play around with. Bye for now, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!